So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running. Neymar reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Great chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff. For Olise. And it's Cruyff. Rodri. And it's Maldini. To Marcelo. And it's Ronaldinho. Odegaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Marcelo. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Plays a sharp little ball here. Cross from oh, great leap! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Chiellini. First quarter of an hour gone. Chiellini. Madrid currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. And this is Messi. And he's quick to return it. Played out to the left flank. Lofted in. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Zanetti.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposite. Can he finish? And that's a tiny finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Ronaldinho. Front-footed pressing going on here. Cruyff. Rodri. Over to the right flank. And here's Olise. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Messi. That's an imaginative pass.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar. Marcelo. Oh, that's neat. Very nicely done. Good claim. No margin for error there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Xavi Alonso tries to pass it through. Van Basten! And he should have made them pay.
Van Basten deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Rodri. And it's Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They get a throw in. Howson. It's Xavi Alonso. And it's Chiellini. Strong running down that left flank. Cafu has given away a free kick. Ødegaard. In towards the back stick. Cleared without hesitation. Ødegaard with the short one. In by Messi. Impressive jump! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's following up! Goal! And deep into first-half stoppage time. A timely strike. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Palestine cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
That has ended up in no man's land. That is a great pick out. Van Basten. Cruyff. And the referee has blown for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Madrid leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. And so the action is resumed. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Madrid come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Tries a shot! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Marcó en el minuto 49 el dorsal 80.
Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Xavi Alonso. Zanetti. And the shot! Ronaldinho. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Drogba. And this is Bale. Cafu. Cruyff. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Ronaldinho has the space to scheme. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Looking for options for movement. Bale!
Madrid are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Drogba under intense pressure.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. It's a quick ball upfield. Now it's Bale. Cruyff, who's set up one goal so far. Lovely feet. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And there's green grass ahead of him. It'll be a throw-in. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive.
It's Neymar! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass, and a tricky one at that.
Can he get it through? He's being urged to shoot. Rodri. Now Ronaldinho. Cruyff. Distributed tidily. Now it's Bale. Cafu. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Marcelo. And it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's found a way through. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bale, who is rarely short on confidence. Shifting it to the flank. Ronaldinho providing an outlet on that flank. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Neymar. Drogba. Rooney. For Iniesta. No, that's been intercepted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Ronaldinho. Steaming on. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Iniesta. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. Drogba taking in the accolades, having been named man. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct and providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something.
It's Neymar!
Neymar really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Can they get him away? Played through for the wide man. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Pepe did just about enough to come out on top there. Now the party overly willing to compromise. Well read, nice interception. Gerrard. Marcelo. And it's Neymar. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Aimed beyond the defence. Neymar! He's delivered all right! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Palmeiras finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rodri, it's a really well-measured ball. And here's Olise. And it's Gerrard. Olise.
Yeah, I think if that
Goes for a shot! And he can thump it away. And here's Neymar. Madrid currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Rooney absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Messi is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Knocks it into space. He has found the way through. Drogba! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now.
What a chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Half an hour played now. Rodri. Where it came from. Crosses it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Marcelo is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Cafu. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Rodri. Marcelo. Here's Rodri. Rooney. Nicely spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Doué. Rodri. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Olise carries the ball down the right. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Rooney. Gerrard. And that has been cleared. Gerrard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a good ball out wide. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Rodri. And that is the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Madrid looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. Cannavaro. And Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now this could be a chance. Marcelo looking to be a menace in the final third. Neymar. Doué. Gerrard. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. That's an imaginative pass. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Gerrard. And here's Drogba. Olise. And he stands tall, impenetrable. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. Not too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Madrid are 2 up early in the second half. Now it's Drogba. Doué. Looking for the run. Look at the space here. Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He's in a great position here. Palmeiras are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. Fernandez. Gerrard gets a foot in here. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Oh, well played, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Gerrard. Shapes to shoot! And no mistake. The movement so precise. the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substituição em andamento.
Madrid can now introduce the first of their substitutes. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Now it's Bale. And he's managed to get free. That has found him in acres of space. Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Spread out to the left. Back in possession and ready to go again. Jordan Henderson has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
Cafu.
And it's Bale. Now it's Kaka. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Baresi, Fernandez, looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Cafu.
Pepe. And it's Maldini. Nico Williams. That is good progress on the left. Yeah. Distributed tidily. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's quick to return it.
Palmeiras really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's making progress on the ball. Bale. Cafu. And this is Gerrard. Good ball, good take. Great shot! And that's a good finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Madrid have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that's that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Haaland! Sensational from Haaland! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Doué, Olise, Zanetti. Forced to go back. Oh, good, goes for a shot! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Olise. And here's Cruyff. Tries one from range. And he hits the net. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Madrid leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's a little off target. Searching pass he's played there. Cleared away. And they are prompt with their pressing. Oh, good take in a good area. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Roberto Carlos. Zanetti goes sliding in. Earned a reprieve for the time being, and now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ronaldinho, and here's Makalele. Now this could be a chance. No question, this is the man you want to get on to the end of things. And the counter is on. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Maldini gets a foot in here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Good ball, good take. Shot, surely! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Maldini. Makalele. And it's Doué. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Piqué defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Chance for a shot! Olise. And And it's Cruyff. That's destined for the flank. PK. Here's Cannavaro. Olise. Makalele can see things, others simply cannot. Haaland. Good driving run. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Neymar. And here's Cruyff. Played out towards the right wing. Makalele. Doué. Looking understandably energised after his goal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Some good work on the right flank here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Totti. Well, they could break here. Well, that looks a decent ball. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Doué. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foram indicados
Luis
2 minutos
Suarez.
de acréscimo.
Neymar. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Neymar charging forward, the ball at his feet. And we've reached half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And we are back underway. Gerrard. Looking for the run. Can he finish? And no mistake. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 6.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Spread out to the left. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bale looking to receive it in space. Bale stood his ground strongly. Roberto Carlos with the clearance. And it's Doué. Thinks about the shot. Can he get it through? That's going to go a long way. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Madrid will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Maldini. Makaleli, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's shifting through the gears here. Bale's cross.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Doué. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Cruyff. And here's Doué. Kaká is onto this. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Pepe attempts a clearance.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Ambitious ball here.
Teremos uma substituição.
Cannavaro. Xabi Alonso might just make this. Can he latch on to this? It's a goal kick. Zanetti. Looks to the other side. And here's Cruyff. Gerrard. Aims beyond the defence. That's good play. And it's Gerrard. Oh, that's neat. Knocks it out wide. Very nicely done. He's being urged to shoot. Makaleli. It's a searching pass. Pings it across. And he's there to deal with it. That'll be a throw. Oh, it's Maldini. And here's Gerrard. The referee's awarded a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So he's plotting something before playing it in.
Camisa 20, Casemiro.
Now it's Gerrard. Picked out brilliantly. Zanetti. Makaleli, who does have an assist to his name. Gerrard. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Roberto Carlos makes the interception.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Very much into the last knockings. Cruyff.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pepe. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Zanetti. Now Kaká. And the keeper's got it again. And that will be it. Madrid have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. What a turnaround. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then. Just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Zanetti crosses. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ronaldinho. That's very neat. Ronaldinho will not want to lose that. Ronaldinho! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Borussia Dortmund are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Here's Messi. Hullet. Ronaldinho. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Hullet. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's dealt with that really well.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Zanetti. And it's Vieira. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Neymar! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Decent hit from there. Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, outsmarting him this time. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great vision. Oh, such a clever touch. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? That's been cut out, well played. Madrid already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two will... He's Harrier hit! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Bale with the short one. This looks promising. Has to go back here. Knocks it out wide. Now it's Bale. Vieira. And that's gone loose. Pepe is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Played with finesse. Tries to get it clear. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Forced to go back. That is lovely. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that's a fine challenge. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. It's Ronaldinho. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Messi. Dembele. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. It's Ronaldinho! And again, he is at his elastic best. Madrid have their third corner. Neymar goes short. This is Neymar. Chance for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Zanetti.
2 added minutes has been
Into
indicated.
overtime. And it's Neymar. Choosing it on Neymar! Rodri. Roberto Carlos. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Madrid are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
Gets us going once more. Madrid currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Yeah, stood up well to him there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Lofted upfield. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. Roberto Carlos. Nesta proves too strong, too smart. Dembele. And it's Vieira. And it's Bale. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. Neymar going face-to-face with it. It's Neymar! He has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Dembele. Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Borussia Dortmund are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because...
Great chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
They actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Neymar currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Marcelo picks it up out wide. Desai with the clearance. Yeah.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That looks a decent ball. And this is Hullet.
Borussia Dortmund really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
It's a promising position. And the ball is out of play.
Substitution in
Madrid
progress.
choosing to make the first change. Maldini is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Head towards the other side.
Well spotted.
It's Makalele. Has not gone well. Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Mbappe. Good running, strong and purposeful. Searching passes played there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Zanetti. And it's Bale. That's Vieira. Now it's Drogba. Maldini. Now it's Williams. Knocks it into space. Can he get away here? Madrid still ahead by the game's only goal. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. Maldini. And it's Vieira. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Yeah, the opposition have to come and chase it, so it might just allow a counter-attack or two.
Now Howson. And it's Maldini. Vieira. And it's Makalele. Now it's Drogba.
There
Zanetti.
will be 1 minute added time.
The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
In a system like this...
And Del Piero! And again!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And now the breakaway. Jordi Alba is in a really good position out wide. Jordi Alba. Jordi... Del Piero! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Maldini. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Gerrard. Makaleli. And it's Neymar. To Maldini. And a chance! Oh, that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. Ronaldinho goes short. Real chance! Maldini. Tonali. Mito Hollyhock have the chance to go the other way. Can he latch on to this? And this is Del Piero. Cross into the box. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Zanetti.
Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Drogba. And he's managed to get free. Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Del Piero chasing after it. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff going forward. And here's Vinicius Junior. Makaleli was in no mood for any of that. The less said about that pass, the better. Drogba. Very nicely done. Olise. Where it came from. And the finish! And he's stuck it away. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That was a given. It always was.
It's a great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Makaleli can see things others simply cannot. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Jordi Alba gets across to intercept that. Vinicius Junior. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Olise. And here's Drogba. That's a shade optimistic. Davids. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Gerrard. And it's Drogba. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Zanetti. And it's Pepe. Gerrard. Spread it left. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's got away. Cannavaro clears without hesitation. Messi. Davids. For Messi. Davids. And it's Jordi Alba. It's not an especially good pass, that. Yaya Toure, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. It's Bergomi. Messi. Oh, that is a nice touch. Great ball, and he's in here. Del Piero with the cross. That's going to go a long way. And he skips past, and Yaya Toure! Olise, who's set up one goal so far. Neatly clipped into space. Drogba! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Ronaldinho. Could be danger here. He has found the way through. And he's there to clear it. And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing and fast.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Ronaldinho. Well, that is one way to stop him. Cruyff is the guilty party there. And no surprise, that's a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. What a save by Seaman! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This is their second corner of the game. They've played it short, and this is Neymar. Has to go back here. That is lovely. And this is Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Takes a shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Oh, it's come loose. Delivers with... He's rising! And he gets rid in a hurry. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Del Piero.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. So what can they make of this? And here's Messi. Oh, outsmarting him this time. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Drogba. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So here comes a substitution.
Substitution in progress.
Madrid have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Bale. Madrid still have the cards to affect this game. He's found space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cruyff cuts it out. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he plays one through. Del Piero, and he shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now they can spring out of defence. Probing pass. That is a brilliant interception. Can he spark a counter here? Zanetti. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. And they can counter here. 75 minutes played. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Driving forward. Jordi Alba clears it away. And he's really put himself on the line here. Madrid have their third corner. Bale with the short one. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. That has been knocked away. Pepe. And it's Gerrard. And here's Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified. Mbappe. And here's Maldini. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now it's Mbappe. It's Gerrard! Oh, crossbar!
Madrid clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Bale goes for the shot! Oh, that's a waste. So we have movement on both benches. Raul coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Substitutions taking place.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Well, at the moment, we're seeing an attempt to manage the advantage.
Nesta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Makaleli. Rex Maldini. Nesta. Porcho. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children.